silent the progression is. Early on, the liver doesn't complain, it just keeps working. You might spend year one on a high-sugar, saturated fat diet and feel totally fine. But by the time you hit year 5 or so and actually start experiencing late symptoms like chronic fatigue, abdominal swelling, or that yellowing of the skin and eyes known as jaundice, the damage is already severe. If it goes unchecked, by year 10, you're looking at serious inflammation and permanent scarring. Fast forward to year 15, and that scarring turns into cirrhosis or complete liver failure.
Now, there is a pretty massive contrast in how this damage actually happens. On one side, we have the severe, well-known toxins. Alcohol addiction, for example, forces the liver to produce a highly toxic byproduct called acetaldehyde. Overusing common everyday meds like paracetamol without a doctor's advice can cause acute failure. And contaminated needles spread viral hepatitis B and C, which just gradually destroy liver cells. But then, there are these surprising traps. Did you know that rapid, extreme weight loss or overly restrictive low-fat diets can actually harm you? Yeah, they can prevent the proper flow of bile, which leads to painful gallstones. Sometimes, trying to be too healthy too fast backfires entirely on this really delicate system.
Okay, I know that paints a pretty grim picture, but the crucial point to take away here is actually super hopeful. Your liver is literally the only internal organ capable of massive natural regeneration. The damage is very often entirely reversible if it's caught early enough. It has this incredible ability to heal and rebuild itself right from the brink. However, total neglect pushes it past the point of no return, and that's when we see devastating outcomes like liver cancer or the desperate need for an organ transplant.
All right, enough of the bad news. Let's move to part 2, reversing the damage. Here is exactly how you can protect your filter. Check out this number because it should make everyone watching feel super optimistic. 30. According to recent studies published in the medical journal Hepatology, you can reduce your liver fat by a massive 30% just by doing one simple thing. You don't need to join some intense boot camp or run marathons, just 150 minutes of brisk walking a week. That is barely 20 minutes a day. Getting your heart rate up even slightly helps the liver metabolize and clear out that dangerous stored fat safely and naturally.
And this easily builds into a totally manageable daily routine. On the nutrition front, aim for 5 servings of fruits and veggies daily. Fiber-rich foods, like broccoli, for example, are absolutely fantastic for your liver's health. Crucially, try to keep your added sugar intake under 25 grams a day and lay off the fried fats. For hydration, remember your chemical lab needs fluids to run its detox processes, so you want to aim for 2 to 3 liters of water a day. And on the medical side, if you are over 40 or overweight, make it a habit to get an annual blood test to check your ALT and AST liver enzymes. It's a super simple standard test that can catch that silent damage we talked about way before it becomes a real problem.
Seriously,